Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today a new video about Final Fantasy XIV, a new entry on my series about how to make Gils, how to make minions, I think the name. I don't have it in mind, it's not a problem. On this series, if you didn't see the previous episode, that was out a month and a half earlier. We are making Gils in 1 hour, so the idea behind that is everyone doesn't have time to actually make Gils in a hard way, like playing a lot of time every day and stuff like that. And so I believe having ways to make Gils in a short time, or dedicating a short amount of time, to that is interesting. So that will be basically me playing 1 hour of the game, or almost, I don't know yet, but the idea is 1 hour. In the previous episode we spoke about dungeon farming, custom deliveries, crafting leves, but we didn't did it actually for the video, so maybe that today. And we did some fate farming too, as well as selling a time-worn map, so treasure map if you don't know it. So as you may see, I'm not a bunny anymore for now, but I will go back to bunny before Endwalker. I don't know how much time I will spend on that series before Endwalker, but for Endwalker I will stop it and make a new season for it or something like that, adapted to Endwalker. Also, as we move to the first area, the first thing I want to show you, I want to speak about my inspiration to make that video, because I think that's interesting. So I'm like everyone, I can't buy every games that exist, or I can't be good at every game either, and so I like to watch some Escape from Tarkov, so nothing related to Final Fantasy XIV. I saw some series of guys starting a fresh account and trying to make playing live and trying to make some money in game and some nice stuff, getting some nice gear and stuff in game, and showing that like 1 hour video or 2 hours. I believed it is something we can do for Final Fantasy XIV, and that's how the series came out. So for the first thing I want to speak about, it will be Beast Tribe, money you can make from Beast Tribe, of course, and also materias, which is important to know how to make materias and get some money. So we are in Ilmeg, so that was where I stopped the last video last time. And in Ilmeg, as you may know, there are ferries as Beast Tribe, and you can actually exchange the Beast Tribe currency for some stuff you can sell. So there are some unique items, as you can see here, that will require you a certain level of reputation with them, but you can also buy some materials with the currency. So making your Beast Tribe every day, which take not much time, can give you currency to actually sell these materials. The materia market is interesting, so you should probably check market board before buying anything. I will just, for the example, buy like 5 of these, but I have some already anyway, so and 5 of these. So this is critical hit materias, 7 and 8. They can sell, back then they were selling for a good amount of gils. I will try to sell this one I bought, but in a future video I will speak about how to make gils in Handworker, and it will be a bit related to what we're gonna do in this video. So maybe not, maybe you should start stacking up materias. I will explain it further later, but you should probably stack up rank 8 materias, and I'm precise on that for Handworker, and when Handworker come out you may be able to make a lot of gils. So the beast trap quests are not requiring like a lot of time to make, like 10 or 15 minutes, something like that. I won't do it right now, I don't need it. I will actually do something else, so as we speak. So I'm going to forge job like I showed in previous video. I will try to get a map, unless I have one, I don't remember. I don't see any map, so I'll just go and get one to sell. Next we will be going to the market board actually, to eventually sell some things. We'll also, that was a mistake, it's okay. I'll go to Qyorria to check for my my retainer. So on the previous video I was selling stuff, but I took the gils, I retrieved the gils and I forgot to put them back. It was about 257,000, so I'll just do that. I'll take like 300, that's about that anyway, so it's okay. So I will go on that retainer and we'll show you the Materia price actually on my server. So that's a decent price, 5,000. So you just have to do your daily beast tribe quest and it will be some money to make, I guess. These ones are not expensive, and that's really bad to sell them, but just for the example, you know. Also I stacked up on that. This is a Lagan bronze piece. You can get other type like this one for 10k. You can get it from other means than retainer, but I send my retainer away to get some stuff from them, and sometimes they give me some pieces. I can show you here. Sharayan, okay. Usually people have only 2 retainer, as I said on the previous video, so I won't use what I get from the other ones. I will just use the 2 last one. And we actually sold our materias, which is nice. Also, something interesting to do is to check where is the tax reduction, because we actually lose some gils from the selling because our retainers are on the wrong place. So you can speak to a retainer advocate and ask for view market tax rates, and it is reduced on Ishgard and Kugane. and crystarium actually, so I can dispatch all my retainer here. And so the tax will be reduced, and so I won't lose too much gils from it. We actually sold all materias, and as soon as we have put them on the market, so we only have a map selling, we made that. As we are here, I can show you the leve system I was speaking about last time. We'll take care of that later. I keep the gear I get from my retainers to actually sell them, to turn them on ground company, for ground company seals, of course. So we go north. I don't well, the leve system is like that. You can turn in some specific items, and there are some leves worth doing. The one I will do is not that worth, but one that is worth is Qyorria cookie one. This one, so coffee biscuit turn in, which gives you 3000 gils each time, and you craft them 3 by 3, so it's okay to do. And the one we are doing on my side is this one, keeping loyalty as a blacksmith, or I think this one do it too. Oh no, yeah, that's just a blacksmith. Keeping loyalty, you have to craft dwarven mithril file, and if you do them on high quality, you get the double of the reward is double, and you can turn in multiple, so it's 3 times 2 times that, so that's interesting. We can accept that. I will craft some for you for the video. What is the name? Dwarven mithril file. So I have to craft that. I can craft actually 164. One thing you have to check before doing leve is the allowance. You get some every 12 hours, I think. So it is important to check that. You must not get capped on that. And if you do them all, you can make more than 1 million just with the leves. Depending on the price of materials, of course. I will make that. I usually do that with a macro, but I lost it. We do reflect, manipulation. Let's do precise touch because we have a good innovation. And I do delicate synthesis unless I have a good. When I'm about like 75% or so, I can just do by Bear God Blessing. It should be enough, and then you can just finish it the easiest way. Of course, doing that with a macro will make it easier. How to make a macro actually, that's an interesting thing to say for crafting things like that. So I have some macros, so I copy from them usually. I could do just that. like that. Is it working? Let's check. So I click the button for trial so that I don't waste some material if that fails. Okay, so that will work, and I just have to finish in that case. Yeah, that wouldn't work. I would do manipulation, or maybe a mastermind, veneration, I guess. Like that. What can we do? Veneration, yes. You do like a groundwork. And you see what happened. I'll do that just for the trial. That's not important. Let's check if that works. This one will, yeah, we won't have 100% in this one because of the poor proc. That's a problem with macros actually. Okay. Yeah, that macro works. I can do better than that, but just for the video I did a macro on live, I would say. So I will just do like 6 of them in total, just for this video, because I'm not supposed to spam Gils, well, my personal Gils in that series. I wanted to start from scratch. So that's 2. You need 3 for 1 leve. I'll make 2 just for the allowance thing. But yeah, you should really take care of performing your leves allowance. Don't let them stack up for nothing. So that's 3. I will of course share that macro if you ask for it. I don't mind. this is not important. I also have a kinda good gear for that, so maybe it may differ for you. At some point I will probably make a video about the website to do that more easily. The website is basically making the macro for you and test it for you, and it is pretty accurate unless you are trying on expert craft, which can actually expert craft you can make the macro on it, but I would recommend you to use a trial system in game. That will make it easier for you, because the procs are particularly important in expert craft. So that's 4 done. Oh, 6 done. I'm sorry. I didn't follow. So if you have your things ready, so in my case, the files ready, just have to turn them in at the same place I crafted them. That's why there are a lot of players doing that already. That's a popular way to make gils, to make these leves. When Handworker will come out, maybe it will be different. I mean, this is rewards for the end game of Shadowbringer. Like, we don't have something above it, but I believe this way will disappear because it will be old and will give a lower reward, I guess. And for Handworker we will have more leves that give more gils or stuff like that, so it will disappear. Or if they don't actually drop the price of the leve, it may stay because the material will the price of our material will go down, will drop. So that's interesting. So the next thing I want to talk about is about Materia. I talked about it a bit earlier already. There are also other videos on my channel about it. There is a video about, or maybe multiple videos about it on Faye's channel. You should check them out. She did a great job on that, and I actually know that way only thanks to her. I wasn't aware of it before knowing her. This is really interesting, not just for right now if you want to make gils, but for like Handworker. If they don't change the system and if they don't modify the way to get these materials, it will really get interesting. So basically we will go, if I don't say something wrong, I think that's Black Brush Station. We'll go see Mutamix. So this is a guy that make you, that teach you how to actually extract and meld materials in gear. So it is in X23 Y 13, and we can just speak to Mutamix to transmit materials. I will transmute only the little one, not the rank 8 but the rank 7, and the reason for that is that the price is lower, of course, but also I want to keep my rank 8 for unworker, and I will explain that later. I will take some. I need 4 of any type, transmute materia, and I can just transmute them. The first one have an animation like that. And after that you can just change them. So we actually got lucky, we have a rank 8 one, and that's all I want, honestly, and that's why I will do that a lot. Do that like that. I don't care what I get, to be honest, at this point. This is really just a roulette, like only pure luck thing. If you have a proc, you can get a rank 8, if you don't, you will get a rank 7, but it is fine, actually. So you can do that for like hours, and also snipe for materias on the market board and do that again to get the good ones that sell for a high price, or you can just stack up the rank 8 for unworker. So the idea about unworker, why I mention it a lot, is that if you turn in a rank 7, well 5 rank 7, you have a chance to have a rank 8. So if you turn in 5 rank 8, you have a chance to get a rank 9. And if you can get a lot of rank 9, you can get a lot of Gils. And that's really interesting thing to know. Materia is the thing that everyone wants and want fast to be able to progress on the red and try to claim the first clear of it or stuff like that. People will want materias anyway for anything they do, so it will always be something worth doing, and so that's why I show it. I will move it a little, so you can just like spam click like that. So you put the windows one above the other, and that's a kinda good way to make Gils, really. We have some procs, and that's nice. I can see that. I won't do that all the time of the video, don't worry. But yeah. I also talk about making a video about digesting the last live letter for the Gils whales, and I think that will be part of the video. I will speak about how to make Gils for before and after unworker, like how to prepare for it. I'll make a video like that, and so that will be part of it. These materials I'm turning in are always low cost, like 100 of Gils, so that's worth trying, I guess. The rank 8 otherwise can be pricey, so be careful about that. Maybe the yellow and purple ones are okay to turn in, but I really do think you should just at the moment stack up on materias as much as you can on rank 8 and turn in rank 7 as much as you can to get rank rank 9, stuff like that. And after rank 9 we will get rank 10. That will be a lot to get through, but I believe you can do it. Stack up on Materia. Depending on the server, you can have a really nice price on them. So I will go back to a city, to sell some materials, show you some prices. They will sell quite fast, if I'm not mistaken, depending on which one we are selling. I will only sell those in my inventory. I only, from what I used, I think I used like less than 50,000 Gils, and I actually can make a lot just like that. That's again for the example of the video. I wouldn't do that otherwise, but I want to actually reach at least 1 million on this series before it stops. We are on 300,000, so we are not that far, I guess. These prices are really low, so I won't sell that. Aim is nice, okay. We'll make some Gils again. This one should be okay, yeah, 3,000. That's already a lot of Gils to make, you know. Someone already undercut me. I just, okay, 25 maybe. That's kinda aggressive way to make Gils, but if you really want to reach a good amount in no time, you should just get aggressive, and people will drop the price and you will win, sorry. So that's something to consider. Okay, that's low, that should be up, yeah. So we can already make really good amount of Gils from the little turn-in we did. But you should sell with big stacks for materials. I wouldn't recommend that for everything, but for materials it is worth to do a huge stack rather than little like I do. So we'll see if that sells, while I will move to another way to make Gils in the hour we have, and we only have half an hour remaining right now. That's already some time on the video. I can also sell a Zunu reskin map because I did a mistake, but I mean, you are supposed to mine for that every day if you have a gatherer, sorry. So that was another way to make Gils. So we saw the leve system, we saw the beast tribe, we saw the materias. So that's 3 ways to make Gils. Materia is always a good way to make Gils if you have the patience to get more materias, and if you have the patience to go on Multimix and turn in to try to get crafting materials or rank 8 materia for battle job, like the red ones. Yellow and purple will always sell for low price. This is side stats that will be up by them, so that's why. Now that it is down, what can I show you to make? We can go actually to Qyorria, and I will show you another way to make Gils, but with some luck, and only luck. So in Qyorria you can, after some level, and if you have a battle job, let's take a dancer for example. I like that dancer glam. You need to make something else for the color, but I like it. You have to kill Varys for that. So if you go in Qyorria, you can go speak to Chloe Aliapo, and she will give you a journal. So the Wondrous Tales. And what is a Wondrous Tale, you may ask? I think you have to unlock that for a quest. So basically every week on the weekly reset you can have a new journal from her. If you complete 9 duties in that, you will be rewarded from one of these things, and that's how I got a platinum piece. You will be also guaranteed to get some experience if you are still leveling your jobs, and that will be interesting for Walker too, because it is an adapted, the amount of XP is adapted to your level, so that's always interesting. And if you manage to do 1, 2 or 3 lines on the journal, you can get some more interesting things that will be worth millions. What I would recommend you if you ever get a gold certificate is maybe not to use it until Endwalker comes out, because it allows you to get something really interesting from Chloe. So I will show you just why we are speaking about that. So if you manage to do 1, 2 or 3 lines, you can get a bronze, silver or gold certificate from her. With the bronze one you will not get much interesting things. Maybe minions might sell for a good price, but that's all I think. You can also get some cracked cluster and crystals that will allow you to get some materias. So I think yeah, the cluster one will give you materia for battle job, and the crystal ones will give you materia for crafters and gatherers. You can also get older ones if you really need that. So that's not that much interesting to get a bronze, but it's still okay. If you get a silver one, otherwise, you can get some interesting things. So if you have 2, you can get some glamour stuff, like that little Spriggan, that Paisa ring, a big one. You can get that ribbon from Kate Seat, which is really nice. I would like to have it actually at some point. You can get an housing item, a stuffed Chloe, these 2 minions, if you don't have them already. I don't know, yeah, that's sellable, so that's why I get them. But also you can get old gear ornated, and rarity, these ones are not that much important, but if you get a gold certificate it gets really better. So you can get mounts for that. You can get Ixion, you can get Incitatus mount. This Incitatus mount we can be get from Unreal Trial thing, but it is sellable, for a good price actually, so that's worth taking, I guess. But if you want to stack your gold certificate, if you ever get them, you can get ornated stuff, which will be interesting on worker, because you will get ornated stuff from the next expansion. You won't get this one, but if you want to sell them right now, it is a good price still, because it has 5 materia slot, so I think that's interesting for reds, I guess. You can also get some good amount of materials, but I wouldn't recommend using a gold certificate for that. That will be a big waste. But yeah, that's why you want to get lucky with Chloe. She gives you a nice stuff, and how to perform all that, you have to beat some specific trial. I might not do them right now. Yeah, you have a bad roll, to be honest. This line is always the same, but the other are random. You can get Alliance Red, Normal Red and stuff, and you can use a retry to change one to another or stuff like that. So that's a really interesting thing to do in the given time we have. It's a bit short time, but if you have like 1 hour a day, you might want to make at least one of them. Always unlock the journal and actually do your duties, your roulette or stuff like that daily, and you might complete it without knowing it, and that's interesting. Just do it. I mean, just get the journal and do your roulette. That's the best accurate way to do it. Next, what can we speak about? We only have 20 minutes and I feel I didn't show much. What can be interesting to do is to check actually what can we craft to make some gils. So I'll go back to limbs Alminsa to get to the market board. I will show you the incitatus mount, the price of it, to see if that's actually worth something. Actually, if you don't have the mount, that's only worth to get. But the whistle is worth 9 million on my server, and people are buying them. So that was today. That was up today. Some people buy multiple like that. Very interesting. But another way to make gils actually is to sell some specific crafted items that are worth some gils. Like long time ago I was selling a lot of plush cushion. They are worth 100,000 gils, and people buy them every day, actually, almost. So that's really interesting. Or you can also check for magic card mount, so magic card share, I think. What is name? Flying chair. So that's worth 400,000 gils, and that's actually a mount, so people still buy it every day. It is kinda more complicated to get because of one material, so I will just show you the plush cushion way. So this thing is a craft selling for 100k. If you can actually craft it with a lower price, can lower the price under that for my for myself. Actually, I will check. So these 3 things are kinda okay to get. This thing is from gardening, and these are easy to get on the nature, like on the overworld, and glassnet is the most annoying to get. So that depends only on the price of it. Yeah, that's why 35,000 Gils. We can check to make two. So we have 300,000. So let's make two only if the jute yarn is cheap. Yeah, that's not cheap at all. And that's the problem. I want to make. So you can do that raw material list to show you how much thing you need. I need 6 jute, so that's like that's a lot. That's too much actually for the craft, so I won't do it. Because if you need 3, that's like 75,000, something like that for the price, the cost price. That's not worth making. So sorry for that. But depending on your server, it might be worth. I could check other server, but that might not be that interesting. So the flying share is 8 cloud brave, and that's why it is expensive, because it's also a rare material to get. 35,000, I need 8, so that's like 8, like is that worth doing? Can we actually do it with our Gils? I don't think so. Let me check. The craft cost will be like 300,000. We can make a try. I mean, that's always a bet to craft things like that. But I'm willing to take the risk. I need 2 more. Okay. And I need a Qyorria share. Oh yeah, that's boring to make. But that's buyable for 5,000 on the guy for the housing. From the market, but it's expensive, so I will just go to my house. So if you don't know, you don't have to get the NPC for that. You can just go in any housing areas. So that I show you for Qyorria, but you can go in lavender bed, in mist or goblet. You go in the apartment building, you go to the lobby, and you speak to the apartment merchant. I will need a chair. It's called Qyorria armchair. We actually made Gils from materias, it seems. So now we should be able to craft our flying share. It is alchemy job. So let's give it a try. We actually the quality doesn't matter on the moon, so that's lucky for us. I can go directly for the progress. So we made the moon. I will go out. So if you don't know that mount, it's a kinda old one, I think. This is this one. So really nice to get. You can see it anywhere where the mount is allowed, of course. So I will just sell it, or try at least. We actually made Gils. So we dropped down a bit, but we can still make a good amount. People bought 2 of them today. I will sell it for this price, so that more than what we had before starting this video. It's almost a 1 hour video already, and I don't think I will start any other activity right now, but I will show you something for the I mean, to end that video, I'll show you my little apartment. So I use it like, I made it like a photo studio, I guess, something like that. That can be interesting. And this here is like where I try to hide my too much items. I don't use too much housing item just like that. I just have put things here and there. It was really made, that apartment was really made to just you know, drop my items somewhere. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video about how to make Gils in 1 hour daily outturn. That's mostly showing you ways. That's not really me doing Gils, or at least not as much as you should do if you really want to follow what I do. Maybe I will make videos later on that series where I just do Gils for myself and rambling above it, maybe making it go fast or stuff like that. We'll see about that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little video. That was Qyorria.